So wow, this feels really weird. What am I doing? Well, today it is the 18th of Jan 2026. What? And I'm actually on Tanya's live stream, well, joining her, and I was like, what are my options? I have this, and this, and she was like, do a video. And here I am filming my video because I have not put up a video in, I don't remember the last time I put up a video. So anyway, today I've been meaning to do this. It's my goals. I was gonna do like a wrapped 2025. Have I gone into this yet? I don't even remember. What am I trying to say here? I don't know. This is why I usually do things with a plan. I do have notes because I had always planned to do this video. So basically I was planning to do like a 2025 wrapped and a 2026 goals, right? For my channel. Well, no, not for my channel, just for me personally. Let's just go through it really quick because that way I do this video, I get something ticked off, and I actually get a video up on this channel. I'm going to do that and preface this with saying I apologize if this seems really like blunt and boring. I gotta start somewhere because I have not been posting anything on YouTube and I'm just really struggling with like actually doing content on my channel. So this is me trying. Okay, so last year my goals were work on Daughter of Ruin and grow my YouTube channel. I ended 2025 with the following. 2 categories basically. For writing, I ended with Daughter of Ruin, struggling, Project Antarctica, not focusing on it at all, Project Pop, it had kind of like taken over but was dying down towards the new year, and then I also had a Secret Santa project which the deadline has now been extended and I only have like 12 days left to write it. Yay. Actually, you know what? I don't even have that much because by the time I edit this video, it might even already be due. Wow. I'm so sorry. My energy is... You know what? I'm not sorry because this is who I am as a person. Take it or leave it. Content. Content is the second category, right? So I started with a single YouTube channel. And I ended last year with 3 Instagram accounts and 1 Substack account. Well, 1 Substack. I can't even say Substack correctly. Just a really quick overview or review of how the year went. I have done like a slightly longer one on one of my Substacks. If you want to read it, it's super short. I say it's a long one. It's not really that long. But my basic key learnings were that I learned about how I write, my pacing for projects, and how my ideas come and go, at what point I'm going to burn out as an example, and like how I write best. So those were like the key things that I learned about myself last year, and also like that I can be consistent with things. So moving on to the fun stuff, now for big 2026 goals, moves, the whole shebang, you know? Okay, so writing goals. Right, so I have Daughter of Ruin. This is my main project. I'll put the mood board up. I've shared this multiple times before. I also just redid the blurb and the vibes of it. Basically the vibes are, it's a multi-mythology, dark YA fantasy. It has inherited elemental magic, and basically if you can't trust family, who can you trust? Those are the vibes, right? And I've updated the blurb because it's switched from dual POV to multi-POV. Okay. Right, so basically my goal for this book, yeah, it's a book. It's a book. I'm gonna write a book. My goal for this is to have the draft ready for reader feedback by the end of June. So basically by the time my kids finish school for the school year, I want to have it in reader hands, like for reader feedback. I don't know what that, I think that's beta feedback, I don't know. I don't fucking know, never done it before, whatever. And obviously be flexible on timings around this, depending on like how things go, but maybe by my birthday in September, start edits based on their feedback and work through the next draft, because after I've done those edits, I want to be querying with that draft and like be querying from then, or be querying by the end of the year for this project. So yeah, that's my goal for Daughter of Ruin, is to be finished with it this year and querying by the end of the year. Big goals, right? But I actually do think it's doable because, well, I haven't done an update. I have not done an update. Okay, really quick update on Daughter of Ruin. I have it drafted 49k words, and then from there I got really stuck for months, and so I outlined in the first couple of weeks in Jan, and I outlined from like 50k mark all the way to the end of the book. So I added I outlined 23 scenes of different POVs, basically as if you were a reader, what you would be reading. So I know exactly what's happening from start to finish. And I just have to write those to finish the draft, and then edit that, and then give that to readers. So personally, as a writer, I like editing. It's always been getting the story out of my head onto the page that I struggle with the most. But once it's there, I just like love that part in the process. So I don't know where I'm going with this, but that's the update on there. Next project. Okay, next project is Project Pop, which originally started as one book, a paranormal romance series, and now I have two. I have two of them. What the Okay, I got two books for this series now, and originally it started with one book. I didn't have a title, I just called it Project Pop, but I now have working titles for these. Don't know why I'm giggling. Okay, so the two books are called Scandal and Secret, and originally I'd started with Secret last year, but over the Christmas and New Year's break, actually no, it was over the New Year break, I saw a Instagram reel, and and my brain went split, and I got a book idea and basically outlined like a really like skeleton outline of the book idea, and so now I have the first book of what I suspect could be some sort of series, paranormal romance series. I do have vibes for this project specifically, is if Gossip Girl followed the pop star industry and The Devil Wears Prada did PR for celebs with a splash of K-pop demon hunters. Those are the vibes, but the whole series is basically paranormal romance vibes with archangels, fae, and demons, inspired by like the pop, K-pop music industry for like pop culture or like celeb culture, like, and in my head I don't want it to be limited to just that. Like, it's not just like in one thing, like it's literally just like it's a different world. Anyway, it is a romance, like it's a romance, it's romance focused, paranormal romance focused. So if you are an OG paranormal romance reader, then you should get the vibes that I'm putting down. But this book specifically, Scandal, is the one that's just been like, it's just been coming out of my brain. So yeah, the book vibes are false proximity, fandom culture, reluctant allies to something. There is a morally grey, scandal-prone MMC pop idol who somehow manages to charm his way out of everything. And an ambitious take-no-prisoners plus-size FMC who redirected when she didn't quite reach her original dream. So yeah, that's like the premise of that book specifically. And then with the goal for this project, I want to draft book one, because I basically have the outline. I have the outline for this book. Like, I know start, middle, end, and some other bits in between. And I did that in a few days after I got the original idea. It literally went brain into my computer. So yeah, I basically, like, while I work on Daughter of Ruin this year, I want to have this project going on as well. And as a little aside update, I have been drafting. I realized I started zero drafting the other day, and I've already written like a couple thousand words. I'm on chapter 3. So that's how well this one's going. So basically my alternative is to have this as another option if Daughter of Ruin doesn't get picked up by agents. And this one can be a good option to query. So I basically have this book as a second option to query for an agent in different genres or age categories if Daughter of Ruin doesn't get picked up. So that's my plan. But yeah, so the goal for Scandal or Project Pop is to have the first draft completed by the end of the year or be ready by the end of the year if like time allows. So like first draft completed by the end of the year, or if I somehow am moving quickly on all of my goals, then have like the second draft as like a stretch goal. So yeah, that's that update. And then for my other writing projects, I do have Project Antarctica, which I've mentioned and I started thinking of last year. So this is still in brainstorming phases. He's percolating but building very nicely. He's growing them gains. The goal here is to just keep going with this one. I am constantly coming up with like more pieces for this puzzle, but it needs more time. Yeah, I definitely have like I have lots in my head of where I want the story to go, and I've been adding like links and different like notes for this project, but it's gonna take, I need more time. And right now, like with working and other stuff going on with my life and these other projects, like I can't focus on this one yet. So for now, the goal is to keep going with Project Antarctica as I have been, and hopefully have better forms of the world and the story by the end of the year, so that next year in 2027 I can hopefully start outlining and building up like what the story would look like. So yeah, those are my writing goals. For my main projects, there are other writing projects that I have recently come up with, but for now they're just like notes, and I will keep adding to them as they come into my brain. That's where I am with those. Next type of goals, I guess. Okay, I have content and business goals. So for YouTube, obviously still have my channel. I've been really struggling to find the drive to create content here. It's kind of leaching into my writing as well, because I mentioned depression. But at the very least for my channel, I do want to try and keep up with my monthly updates. Obviously, I'm doing this goals video. Hopefully I can actually edit this and get this up for you. And I think maybe for YouTube I need to like chill on the quality of the edits and hope that that is enough. I know that my standards of what I produce in terms of like editing is, I'm very like picky about what I do, and maybe I just need to like chill the out with that and just like provide the updates, because I know that like cutting down the video length for me an easy enough part, but it's literally when I get to the parts of like adding in all the little like assets and everything that kind of makes the video like shine a little bit more, that's where I'm just like, oh, I actually like, it's cool when it comes together at the end, but low-key I get so like, that's the part that I like kind of dread the most, because it's just, it's not that it's mundane, but it's just like so time consuming for me, and I don't really enjoy it, to be honest. Like where writing like really gives me life, the editing of videos does not. I guess the goal for YouTube is to just try and keep consistent, even though I haven't been recently, and at least do a minimum of a wrap up every month. outside of that, keep it chill. Hopefully do a live every now and then, but it really just depends on like my scheduling. At the moment it's really tough with kids sports and work and just life in general right now, but hopefully that will change at some point this year. One other thing, kind of business related, kind of social content related. So I mentioned Substack. I have created 2 Substacks, so I'll just mention them briefly. So this is related to business because I have one that is called The Story Strategist, and I'm basically making it as a marketing my voice. We've come this far, guys. It's almost 20 minutes and my voice, this is the first time my voice is cracked. So I have one Substack and it's basically like a marketing publication for authors. That's where I want to put any of the marketing content that I'm doing for you guys, basically. Like you guys, if you're an author or you're an aspiring author, that's where I want to put everything, like marketing advice, because I just find when I'm talking, I've talked about the reason why I'm struggling with YouTube. It is easy to talk about it, but it's just difficult when it comes to the editing part of it. So I think it will just be a lot easier for me to write different content pieces and just post them up onto that Substack and share them there. So if you are interested in that, let me know and I can like send you the link or something. But yeah, so I have that. I've only done the about page so far. I'm still working on the first article, which is going to be kind of like a review of, it's like an overview of what you would do for, like where you would start with marketing planning, like each sort of stage that you need to move through, just to give you like an overview of the different things that you need to look at. Fun times. And then the other Substack I have was kind of me trying to find a solution to not being on YouTube as regularly and not like vlogging or doing frequent updates anymore, because I was struggling, but needed, like, I want to still document like my process, but I know that I'm not going to be able to document like every little step on YouTube anymore. So I kind of created another Substack which is more personal to my journey. It's called 4-5 and it's basically the behind the scenes of a writer with many goals. Literally it's just my regular log, not quite a replacement of my YouTube channel, but a space where I can just make slower progress on my goals, to do with writing or marketing or any other like kind of things that come up, and like struggles and things like that. So those are the 2 Substacks that I've done, and basically my goals for Substack are just to do slower growth, and like last year with YouTube and writing, my goal for Substack specifically is to work on slowly building up consistency and to learn about what that looks like for myself, like my process on Substack and what my capacity is for it, because it's obviously going to be different compared to YouTube, especially considering like Substack is a completely new platform for me, whereas YouTube, I'd been in and out of YouTube for like many years. So it's this year I don't have huge goals for Substack. It's really just something new, something different, but also something like chill, you know? So yeah, those are goals. Those are my goals. My voice. Those are my goals. I think that's all. And I have not made it to the 25 mark. Yay! But I'm gonna finish now because I'm at 24. So yeah, let me know what your goals are. I've been really slack at watching everyone's videos, so apologies, but I will eventually catch up, I hope. But yeah, if you made it this far, thank you so much. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my probably see you in a month in my next video. Okay, bye.